which brings us to Psalm 23, which I could be wrong, but I think it is the single most famous or most widely known of all the Psalms.
And the best of the songs based on. I mean, how are you going to do better than the Lord is my shepherd?
And if you contrast it with what we just saw in Psalm 22, the suffering, the sense of abandonment, the loss, and then redemption and hope. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Now, we live in a society, and most of us are not shepherds. Most of us don't live that lifestyle. Throughout most of human history, shepherds were not seen as the high-class people, but they're the ones who spent every waking hour and even their sleeping time protecting these innocent and vulnerable animals and doing all in their power to help them to be preserved. And this is what God does for us. He brings us into the sheepfold. He brings us into safety. He puts his own body in front of the enemies that would seek to destroy us. He uses his staff and rod to protect us. And with his word, he guides us and he feeds us. So I love the stark contrast between Psalm 22 and 23, because what Jesus did for us is make all of us who will lie down in the death will be raised again to be brought into the sheepfold, into those pastures where it says, he maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. I just see the sense of redemption and resurrection that he has promised because of what he suffered in Psalm 22.
When Jesus is teaching the people in John chapter 10, he seems to be referring back to Psalm 23 with phrases like, I am the door of the sheep. I am the good shepherd. And the good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. You look at chapter 23, 22. This is who I am, and you know I'm the good shepherd because a hireling will never lay down his life. When he sees the wolf coming, the hireling runs away, not the shepherd. The shepherd stands betwixt you and justice, or betwixt you and that impending danger or death. Beautiful, beautiful connection with John 10. You know, each one of you has experienced your own unique set of trials, tribulations, temptations, difficulties. If you look closely one more time at verse 4, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Those are powerful words for all kinds of tribulation that can come.